Hello, my name's Gail Collett and I'm here to present the findings of the teacher of the research project. My research question was, what happens when I offer outdoor and nature play preservations based on a children's interest? This research report will show by offering different preservations in an outdoor and nature play going on a child's interest is very important in a child's learning and development in the early years of their education. All experiences were very different and they were done with one at the end of term 2 and the 3 others in term 3 after the holidays. The interests were about a child loving messy play indoors with slime and finger paint, camping and having a fire down the river with their family. Wanting a challenge to climb heights and just to experiment what would happen if I added different items in the sandpit, going on the child's interest that loved to collect things in the outdoor environment at the kindergarten. Observations were done that included looking and listening to the children, parents and practitioners at the setting to record the behaviour and these participants. This was done in a form of checklist to record how many children engaged in a particular preservation in the time frame of the research project. Attention is also paid to the specific context within which the setting occurs and the purpose of the behaviours with the situation. Photos and video observations were done with the permission of all the parties involved. They were taken of different nature play experiences and the interactions between the children to help them learn, discover, use their imagination and creativity. They were replayed over and over so that the fine behaviour details were noted and interpreted. Discussions and the feedback from my supervisor, co-workers, parents and children about the outdoor nature experiences introduced to the children gave me another point of view on the preservations that engaged the children. Mud play I introduced. Children at my centre enjoyed messy play with slime and finger painting, so it was decided that we would incorporate and celebrate International Mud Day on the last day of term 2. Parents were advised of the event and asked that their children have a spare set of clothes and they were invited to come also. They have a fantastic mud pit area. We just added water, gumboots and encouraged the children to really engage in some mud play on the day. The use of natural materials were collected from the playground the day before with the children. This was to encourage imaginative and creative play and provide opportunities for problem-solve scenarios and contribute to the development of communication, numeracy, scientific inquiry. Many interesting comments came from the onlookers and that were passing by and even in the weeks after the event. They would say what a great activity it was for the children and they looked like they were having so much fun. Mud provides freedom to touch, feel, smell, see, and the learning was motivated by fun and excitement. Studies have shown the positive qualities of soil, mud and earth, which has microscopic bacteria, provides a soothing and calming effect. There they are playing. Fire. The children that I work with live near the Murray River and they love to go camping. So discussion at mat time came how their families go camping down the river and they have a fire to keep warm and cook food. So it was then we all decided to have a fire at kinder and cook marshmallows. Parents were notified, a risk management plan was written up by explaining the limitation and control measures taken to ensure safety for all the children on the day. Discussion with the children about safety around fires and the marshmallows that may be too hot to eat when cooked on the fire that was contained in a barbecue unit with a guard on the top of the unit. This led to the discussion about stop, drop and roll, which was a simple safety technique that were taught to the children throughout the year. The children then collect sticks around the kindergarten for the marshmallows, which they all enjoyed. The fire was lit, they all sat around and cooked the marshmallows. This activity can be seen as a risky one around children, but with the supervision and knowledge given to the children, it was an enjoyable experience. Risky play can be described as an exciting and thrilling experience which includes some risk of injury, but to provide children with opportunities to challenge themselves, explore boundaries, and learn to make decisions about harm and risk. Parents' belief about risky play can dominate children's interaction with particular sports and physical activities and control the engagement in the children's socialisation. There's cooking around there. And our obstacle course that we made. Some of the children were noticing the other children, how clever they were climbing over the different play equipment and not feeling scared at the heights and going down a fireman's pole. So with the children, we made an obstacle course in the outdoor area. The children started going through the tunnel and then having to climb over the climbing frames, walking and balancing along wooden planks, and then onto the stepping buckets at the end. This activity was very exciting for some of the children, find the course very challenging and needing help from the educators to complete the whole course. The essential goal of this obstacle course was to develop the means for children to understand Spartan awareness in the connection with their bodies, provide challenge, enhance positive self-esteem, enhance gross motor skills and cognitive skills, and provide opportunities for experimentation and exploration. Yes. Provoked play. This provokation was introduced after observations of a child who loved collecting things in the outdoor environment at kinder. He would go around collecting feathers, sticks and stones that he found fascinating in the bucket every day. So I thought I would get some small shells, coloured stones, and put them in the sandpit and see what the children would do with them. The children came out and straight away the child found the shells and the stones and was so excited that he called the other children over to have a look. A video was taken to help document this experience, and it was great to see the excitement, communication, language between all the children collecting together. They even sorted the shells into small and big and the stones into different colours on the tray. By implementing these observations in the outdoor environment, it was great to see the interactions, reactions of all the children, parents, co-workers and onlookers that were involved. So the perception for myself about certain children I thought would not, for example, be involved in the mud play due to sensory issues, and he was in and having lots of fun with all the other children. Therapist Vygotsky emphasised the importance of relationships and interactions between children and the more knowledgeable adults and peers. He believed that children's cognitive understandings were deepened and enhanced when they were satisfied and scaffolded by teachers, peers, or a parent. Research states that playing in the natural outdoor environment provides multiple play opportunities and encourages them to engage in risk-taking behaviours more freely, make decisions, solve problems. These studies are saying that children will have an advantage from playing in nature, as it provides a variety of natural play props and seasonal challenges that will stimulate inventiveness and creativity in children. The early years framework places a substantial importance on play-based learning, communicating with children, listening to their interests, and developing a strong and productive bonds with each child is essential when planning a play-based program that supports every child's abilities, interests, and family culture. Getting the information from the families and the children to make a play-based learning experience will give children valuable learning environment and help develop a strong sense of belonging and identity in directing their learning that will influence the learning of others. There's my references. Thank you for listening.